Welcome to Center Heights Productions. It is January 16th, 2025. Wow, hard to remember saying that. Yes, I am back from my trip to Cuba. Anyway, I have, as I had told you all, so I'm doing very brief reviews on the games I missed. Seen some of the highlights and what I've seen, I'll comment on. Good to see what the Habs did while I was gone. Pretty pleased. Please first hit the like, subscribe, uh, share it with your friends and family, and share it with others. Please, if you come across the channel, hit the subscribe, hit the likes. Muchly appreciated as we try to grow this channel to a much larger audience. And we have built a channel here over 2 years, Integral Habs channel, doing reviews and updates on news. Anyway, yes, I'm happy to be back, sort of, and not so much. It's combination. Yeah, no, it was gorgeous on my trip, and had a fabulous time. And you'll see something I picked up just for. You'll see in the show as I pull it out. But I'm just arriving back home from Cuba. It was gorgeous. What wonderful people. I recommend anybody to go there. The people are beautiful there, very loving, and I tell you, here in the Western world, we can learn a lot from them. Anyway, we're going to talk about they had, and like I say, you end up finding out that there's quite a connection with they have a high regard for Canada, and that's how I found this piece that they did on the Habs. That's why I bought it. You'll see it when I put it up. Pretty cool. Anyway, so we had. I knew we were going to have about three games around there or more while I was gone. That we'd have to do a quick review. I'm going to keep them short as I catch up here because I've got a lot. I have three channels to catch up on as well. All right. So first, we're going to look at the Montreal goes to Washington, and this was good. Right off the hop, I want to say what an excellent move for Marty to put Dobish in, where we have not had great results from our goalies this season against the Caps. So by him putting in Dovish, I think it was right there. It was a wise decision. So good to see on a great decision that way, right, going into the game. And of course, the per usual in this game, Lars Eller. My God, this guy just loves to make sure that has an impact against the Habs. Anyway, we're going to look at it very quickly, give you the stats and stuff. All right, first period, as you all know, 1-0 for the Caps. Montreal comes back in the second period with 2 goals of their own. Third period, the Capitals tie it. We go into overtime, and Nick Suzuki wins it 3-2. Dobish gets the win. Thompson ended up coming in for Lindgren, who seemed to get injured in this, and Nick Suzuki gets a winning goal. In Washington, Nick Suzuki scored at 1:15 into overtime to give the surging Montreal Canadiens a 3-2 victory over the Washington Capitals that Friday night. Suzuki got to the front of the net and put the puck up and over Logan Thompson's glove. The Canadians are 9-1-0 in their last 10 games. Cole Caulfield and Josh Anderson also scored um, for the Habs. Um, Jacob Dobish only made 15 saves, but however, like I say, Washington, it looked like, didn't put a lot of shots, but their shots were quality. He looked solid again. The story, from what I could see in the highlight reels, he looked pretty solid once again. It just happened to be Washington. Thankfully, didn't get a ton of shots, but Washington's always ever dangerous. So it seemed like Montreal kept them out of pretty well. So anyway, shots to improve. He's 3-0 in his games. Glad to see that. Nick Suzuki gets the first star with a goal, +2 on the ice. Frank got an assist for a +1, and Cole Caulfield 1 goal, 1 assist for a +2. Good to see that top line producing, and it's much needed. They got to start producing at some point. So we look at the scoring summary. 256. It starts off with the Washington Capitals scoring. Jacob Chikrin on the power play, and this looked like a goal when I seen this goal. Uh, Very unlike Evans on the boards making a pass, an errant pass, and it got picked off. And yeah, so power play goal. Just they were trying to kill a penalty, and not the time to make an errant pass, and that's not like Evans. So, hey, happened, it happened. But it's just something unusual for Evans to do, and it cost us. Second period, we go in at 4:56. Cole Caulfield gets a beautiful goal in the front of the net. To the right side with Slavkovsky, Gooley doing the work and passing it back to Slav, who covered Gooley's position at the point area, and he makes a nice cross ice pass up to Caulfield, who was wide open, and beautiful, and he roofs it. Beautiful goal, beautiful setup. And that, I think we're going to have to focus on is when we do look at Slav, he seems to be a much better setup man than a goal scorer. Then at 13:22, Josh Anderson, what a beautiful goal on that shorthanded goal. Watching the highlight of that, and goes in on the breakaway, shorthanded, and just dekes out the goaltender and roofs it to the backhand. And what a gorgeous goal. And that's vintage what you want to see from Josh Anderson. That's Josh Anderson when he's confident. And I can't say enough to how impressed I am to see the change in his game this year. A much more confident Josh Anderson. And this is hats off to Josh. Great job and beautiful goal. And this is what you see from him when when he's got his confidence. And I just think it was so wise of Marty to put him on the penalty kill because it gave him a purpose. All right, third period. Of course, here comes Lars Eller. Has to go trying to wreck things. I love Lars. Don't take that wrongly, but I wish this is a guy I wish we had never gotten rid of. But anyway, got a lot of respect for him. Lars Eller scores with Frank and Radish assisting him at 154 and a third. Then we go into overtime at 1:15. Nick Suzuki scores by following through, going to the net, assisted by Cole Caulfield, Lane Hudson, and what more can you say with that combination? Great setup. They go in on the play. Nice pass over to Nick. Just redirects it, and by going to the net. And that's what I noticed about that game. And that's probably how Lindgren got hurt, from what I could see in the highlights. Montreal was going to the net, and that's crucial. Going to the net, going to the net, going. That's how you win games. You got and that overtime goal. He even put it in the second time if you watched it closely. But beautiful goal by going to the net, just not backing down from that. And you get redirections and rebounds, and he did a fine job of redirecting that over the glove of Thompson, putting it over, roofing it, and great job with a deflection high. All right, so stats: 30 shots. Montreal really came to play when they went to Washington. And good to see because Washington's had our number all season long so far. So kind of seeing Ovi in there, they managed to shut down Ovi. Great job. That's hard to do. Um, but great overall team effort you could see, and they kept them, outshot them 30-17. That's quite a substantial difference. And then hits, Caps seem to out hit us from what these numbers say, 25-19. I wish I would have got to see this game. Face-offs won 25-24, fairly close for Caps. 0 for 3 on the power play, so that was a bit of an issue. Well, you're going to have nights like that. And 1 for 4 for the Caps. Penalty minutes 8-6, fairly um, respectable in both teams. That's not too outrageous of penalties called. 8-6, and giveaway 16 apiece, takeaways 4 apiece. Very fairly close stats. Block shots 18-14 for the Caps, and this is something when Savard's not in the lineup, we get the odd games of us. Our guys got to get better because it seems like it's all on Caden Gooley and Matheson. to do that job for the most part in the block shot departments and Evans. All right, so we look at the penalty minutes. Well, I'm not even going to go there. Naturally, you've seen the minutes there. But anyway. So with that saying, that's going to wrap up this review of that game. We're going to break down as we catch up here. I believe there was 3 games while I was gone. So this is your first one. I'm just getting back from Cuba, and again I say, and what a grand time. But I seen some beautiful things there that the people do by hand, and a gorgeous place. And I recommend all of you, you ever get an opportunity to go. It's a wonderful place, and the people are wonderful. So yeah, and now anyway, with this game, I gotta say, I was impressed to see that Montreal came up with determination, good coaching moves, like I say, putting Dobish in the net instead of Monty. Because Dobish is steady in that net. And even though those shots were 17, he looked like they had some opportunities. There's a couple of occasions where there were scrums in front of the net where 2 or 3 whacks. Our defensemen are allowing the Caps to get 2 or 3 whacks, and he's covering the base of that net up quite well with his pad. Just got really good reflex and just uh, positions himself quite well. So very proud. I like this kid a lot. I like what the Habs are doing. They're playing like a team, showing great signs. This is a game that shows again why they went 9-0-1, whatever it was there. They're playing like a team now, and that's what you want to see. So, wow, they're shocking me that they really do have themselves going into the mix of things. So good on the Habs, go. No, I didn't wear the jersey for this because I'm playing catch up here. Had I been doing this on time, I would have had the jersey on. But very impressed, and you will see that thing I'm talking about that I got done. It's pretty cool on the Habs. That was done by a gentleman in Cuba. So it was just a gorgeous piece of art. You'll see it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit the likes and subscribe. Tell your friends and family. Share the video. Muchly appreciate it. And you've seen it here first at Center Heights Productions. And yes, we're playing a little catch up, but we will do that until tonight's game. I forget who we're playing tonight. I should know that off the top of my head. I know. Anyway, we'll talk more on it. So, thank you for watching, and God bless.